Welcome to the course on how to develop positive personal values. If you've ever had to make a difficult decision in your life, I have news for you. You acted based on the values that guide you, whether you were in awareness or not. Your values are an essential aspect of your daily living. Your values influences the choices and ultimately your destiny. A highly successful person needs to live with integrity and do the right thing at the right time in the right place, even when no one is watching. Your values will inform your thoughts, your words, and actions, and ultimately mar or enhance your life's experiences. This course will guide you to know what values are driving your actions and deliberately choose which values you'd prefer to guide your judgments as you work towards becoming a highly successful individual. Upon completion of this course, your weirdness index will increase. Want to know what a weirdness index is? We'll come to that shortly. You will prioritize yourself and what matters to you. You will gain the skill sets to live an ethical and values-based lifestyle, which is essential to fulfill your life ambitions and goals. In terms of a course outline, you will explore what values are not. Once you've established your personal values, you will feel a sense of purpose and inner satisfaction when you make decisions. Ready? Let's go. Lesson number 1. What are values? Values have been defined as desirable goals which serve as guiding principles in people's lives and influence people's perceptions, feelings, and behaviors. Schwartz, 1992. Your values reflect what matters most to you. Each person has his or her own hierarchy of importance. What is important to one person may not be important to the other. According to Roy E. Disney, a senior executive at Walt Disney Company, it's not hard to make decisions once you know what your values are. Majendra Muthai, an entrepreneur, writes that your personal values are the soul of your life. They drive your behavior. According to Richard Barrett, founder of Barrett Value Center, values stand at the very core of human decision making. When we work in an organization whose culture aligns with our personal values, we feel liberated. We are able to bring our full selves to work. We not only bring our energy, our creativity, and our enthusiasm, we also bring our commitment to the well-being of our associates and the success of the organization. He continues to write that values can be positive or they can be potentially limiting. For example, the positive value of trust is fundamental for creating a cohesive group culture. On the other hand, the potentially limiting value of being liked can cause people to compromise their integrity in order to satisfy their need for connection. Everyone has values, beliefs, and perceptions that you have developed throughout the course of your life. Be in awareness of your own personal values, beliefs, and perceptions in relation to others. Examples of values from the 12 core action values could perhaps be laying a foundation for values, which is the first 6 core action values, and associated cornerstones develop inner strength and character. The second could be taking effective action. The second 6 core action values and associated cornerstones catalyze action and contribution. So for example, the first 6, which is laying a solid foundation, could be authenticity, where self-awareness, self-mastery, self-belief, and truth reside; integrity, awareness, courage, perseverance, and faith. The second, which necessitates effective action, could be purpose, vision, focus, enthusiasm, service, and leadership. Study the list carefully and see what current beliefs or values are driving your action. Another value could be love, which could mean or connote patience, kindness, does not envy, does not boast, It is not proud, does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no records of wrongs, love never fails. Another value that most people talk about a lot is respect. Time is the only resource you have as a person. It is the difference between the rich and the poor. And when I say the rich or the poor, I'm not only referring to financial wealth, but spiritual, emotional, and physical as well. So if you have a meeting with someone, you show up on time. If it's 10 a.m., then be there at 9:45 so the meeting can start at exactly 10 a.m. Respect other people's viewpoints and respect their cultures. You know what values are now. Hooray! Lesson number 2. What values are not? Your values differ from your beliefs, ethics, morals, principles, and hobbies. Values versus beliefs, for example. Where values refer to principles or standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life, beliefs refer to conviction or acceptance that something exists or is true, especially without proof. Values can affect behavior and character. Beliefs affect morals and values. Examples of values could be loyalty, fairness, courage, compassion, respect. Examples of beliefs could be lying is bad, God created the world, cheating is immoral. An example of value could be related to today life. Beliefs, on the other hand, mostly related to religion. According to alchemyformanagers.com, beliefs are assumptions or convictions that a person holds to be true regarding people, concepts, or things. They come from our life experience and are open to being reformed as a result of a new experience. Ethics, on the other hand, are the standards by which behaviors are evaluated for their morality, their rightness or wrongness. Morals are adapted viewpoints on what is right and wrong, good or bad. Principles are basic truths or understanding about how things work. Jon Stewart, a television host, writer, and producer, notes that if you don't stick to your values when they are being tested, they're not values, they're hobbies. Values are not rules and regulations. They are not policies. They are not taglines. They are not commandments. They are not goals. For example, no television on weekends is a policy which can be derived from a belief of continuous improvement. Respecting this rule, irrespective of parental guidance, will be respecting the value of integrity, doing the right thing when no one is watching. Hope that helps a lot to clarify it. Take 30 seconds to write down one policy that you work with, one belief you hold dear, one value that supports your belief and policy you hold dear. Your 30 seconds starts now. Can you appreciate the way it works now? You're a superstar for coming this far. You made it. We're proud of you. Thank you for spending this time with us. We appreciate you. Just so you remember everything you have learned, let's do a quick recap before your gemstone. In this course, we have enabled you to understand what values are and what they are not, provided you with examples of values and its importance. You will no longer be swayed into doing what you dislike. You are on your way to becoming better focused on your purpose and have an unshakable sense of self. You are self-motivated and encouraged to be everything you have been created to be. Know that you always have a choice and be guided by your values. When many options seem reasonable, it's helpful and comforting to rely on your values and use them as a strong guiding force to point you in the right direction. It's time for your gem step. A gem step is an assignment that helps you to put into practice what you've just learned. It will help you make better daily choices and become the best version of yourself. Live your most important value for 1 month. Review your values every morning. Visualize your day and incorporate the value into every task. Before you take a decision, be reminded by your value. Take a picture of your value and tag us on any of our social media platforms at Leader Freak. We wish you well. Until we meet again, remember, we're here to cheer you on to greatness.